Hi, I want to teach you a very powerful yet simple method that's going to give you an incredible boost in how you feel and look. My name's Ed Donato and I'm the host of the Ed Talks, the #1 health and wellness podcast in the USA, UK and Australia. The most important thing you can do, especially if your life is very busy, that will have an immediate and long-lasting positive effect on the way you look and feel, is to reduce your stress levels. I'm going to quickly run through with you some of the basics of a simple process known as the stress-free method that will make an immediate shift in how you're feeling right now. This is a life-changing method that I teach in a very easy to follow online course, which allows you to go at your own pace, dedicating as little as only 5 minutes when you can spare, teaching you how to reduce any type of stressful issue you are dealing with in your life, be it physical pain in your body, relationship issues, any fears, guilt or shame you're dealing with, your weight or how you look, parenting issues, financial pressures. The list is endless for the benefits you will gain from learning the stress-free method. So let me show you how a part of this works, and please keep in mind that even though what we're going to run through may look and feel a little weird, it did for me, someone who's scientifically trained. This is not a woo-woo type of technique that I'm going to teach you. Scientific clinical trials have shown that this technique works, and importantly, it has long-lasting effects. And the reason it is so powerful is because it seemingly allows us to reduce the huge impact that our subconscious has on our mind and our body, which scientists believe may be controlling up to 95% of our actions throughout each day. I won't dive in deep here. The course I deliver explains how it all works and why simply trying to improve your health and happiness through things such as exercise and eating healthy, which are definitely fantastic for your well-being, but simply they won't provide you with the holistic benefit you're searching for, because chronic stress will be continually hampering all your good intentions and hard work. Reduce and resolve your chronic stress, and then everything else positive will follow. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to say some words and you're going to repeat them aloud after me, tapping on certain parts of your body as we do it. Firstly, I want you to think of something that is really bothering you at the moment. Something that makes you feel stressed, unhappy, or scared. Just one thing to focus on. If you have pain in your body somewhere, that's a great place to start, even if it's just an ache or pain or something that's sort of related to some ailment in your body. Perhaps you've got some stiffness in your neck and you realise you're holding a lot of tension there. Just pick a place in your body where it feels a little tight or tense, or else some other thing that you're stressed out about. It could be something petty or annoying, something someone said to you that keeps running through your head and you just can't let it go. Maybe it's a future event that you're anxious about. That's a common one for a lot of people. Just pick one thing to focus on, okay? So we now have our target that you're going to focus on. Now that you're thinking about it, give it an intensity rating between 0 and 10, where 10 is a feeling of being totally overwhelmed and out of control, and 0 is a feeling of calmness and no stress. Maybe you go, I'm kind of angry, it feels like a 6 or 7. Don't think too hard, just quickly give it a rating between 0 and 10. Say it out loud, or better still, write the number down. Alright, now I'm going to use very general language. If I was working one-on-one with you, or as I explain in detail in the online course, we would get more specific, but as long as your mind is focused on the issue, don't worry about the language being perfect. We're going to start by tapping on the side of the hand. It's called the karate chop point, and it's on the outside of the hand, below the pinky, and you use one hand to tap on the other. Doesn't matter which hand you use, and you're using 4 fingers of one hand to tap on the outside of the other hand. You're just tapping continuously and then repeat after me. Okay, here we go. Even though I'm holding on to the stress, so you're repeating that after me out loud, I choose to relax now. And while we're still tapping on the side of the hand, we're going to say that 2 more times. So repeating after me. Even though I'm holding on to this issue, I choose to let it go. And one more time. Even though I'm holding on to the stress in my body, it's safe to relax and let it go. Now we're going to tap through various meridian points, and they run down both sides of the body. So it doesn't matter which side of the body you tap on, you can tap on both sides if you like. The first point is the top of the head, right on the crown of the head. Using 2 fingers of whichever hand you like, or use both hands at the same time if you prefer, just tapping gently 5 to 7 times, not counting. So focusing on your issue, thinking about it, and just repeat after me. This stress. Now the eyebrow point, inside of the eyebrow, right where the hair ends and it meets the nose, whichever side you like. This stress. Now moving on to the side of the eye. It's not at the temple, it's right next to the eye on the bone there. And again, one side or both sides. Thinking about your issue, and repeat after me. This stress. Now under the eye, just under the bone, again one side or both sides, focusing on the issue, repeat after me. This issue. Now under the nose, this stressful issue. Upper chin, it's above the chin, below the lip, in that little crease in there. Again, focusing on what your challenge is, and repeat after me. This stressful issue. 2 points left. Feel for the 2 little bones on the collarbone, and you go down there about 1 inch or a couple of centimetres, and out to each side about 2.5 centimetres, right on the muscly part there. Sometimes it can feel a little tender in there. Repeating after me whilst tapping. This stressful issue. Now last point, underneath the arm, 4 inches or about 10 centimetres under the armpit, around the bra line for women, and again, focusing on what your challenge is, and repeat after me. This stressful issue. Okay, let's do one more round now that we know the points. Back to the top of the head, and just take a moment to focus on the anger or the anxiety or the pain in your body. Whatever it is you're feeling, and just tune into it. Now let's go to the eyebrow. If this was something that happened or something someone said or did to you, see them saying that. Still on the eyebrow, just see yourself thinking about it. Now, side of the eye. If this was an event, play that event in your mind's eye. Under the eye. If this is something that's happening in the future, just think about that. Under the nose. If you have pain in your body, just tune into that pain. Tune into that tension. Upper chin, and focusing on the issue. And back to the collarbone point, focusing on the issue. Don't worry too much about tapping in the exact right spot or not, just tapping. And the last point, under the arm, about the bra line for women. Okay, then take a deep breath in and let it out. So that was a couple of rounds of a scientifically proven method for reducing stress. Now, what we do after every round or 2 is 2 things. 1, we tune into the original intensity number. That number you said out loud or wrote down in the beginning. So it may have been an 8 before, but now maybe it feels like a 5 or less. So something has shifted. Then we also pay attention to what else came up, because what will often happen through the process as you work on it longer and become more skilled with all the other aspects of the stress-free method, as I explain in the course, is that you'll start tapping on one thing, your back, your knee pain, and all of a sudden you'll start thinking about your partner and something that happened a few months ago. Maybe that's a clue that it's somehow connected. It's our subconscious mind giving us these little clues. Essentially, the course empowers you to become your own therapist. Now, what if you could live in a world where your life was less stressful than it is now? A world where you had the relationships, the health, happiness, energy, and money that you truly wanted, where you felt in control of your emotions and your life. Well, you can. I'm a busy parent, and that's why I ensure that this course is simple, requires only small parcels of time when you can spare, yet will have an immediate positive impact on your life. I'll be there to support you through your journey once you sign up. Click the link below to start feeling the best that you can and that you deserve.